right, this is don't even know the date. October 26th of 2020. We're at about 1 minute or 60 seconds before the opening bell for futures. This is Monday morning. So with it being a Monday morning, I need to be extra patient for all my setups because it's not my best trading days. I'm not ashamed of saying that. It's just Mondays. It's hard to figure out what the traders want to do for the week. Um, they generally, I think, get a direction by Wednesday, Thursday of where they want the market to go, or come into agreement with everybody. Now, I was viewing my trading. I was looking at stuff from Friday. I had plotted these lines. If you look at the last video on the the 23rd? Yeah, Friday on the 23rd. I had plotted these purple lines on the 23rd, and I made some decent trades off of them. This one, this is where I wanted it to go at the beginning of the day and never reached that until the very end of the day. And you see at the very end of the day, it hit it a little bit above it and then dropped. And then significantly dropped. And the morning hasn't even started yet. Well, it has now, but yeah. So that would have been a good trade. And also on ES, same thing. It went into this zone. I made a trade over here, but it went into this zone right before the market closed. Right here. Not right there, right here. And it dropped significantly for this morning. So those are really, really good areas. On the ES, I basically figured it's going in a downtrend. I made this section right here. I can zoom into it. I made this section right here this morning for a for basically a supply, and then this too as a supply. The reason why I have two different supplies is because if you go here on a 30-minute chart and look at it, kind of like this, it has this little indecisive area, this spacing area or consolidation after a drop. So it has a drop, consolidation, drop, base drop basically, and it's right above this one. Now I think the price is going to blow through here. It could drop, but I think it's going to blow through this area right here and reach this area. So I want to be able to short through here. I think this would be more powerful than that. And this would be my last chance to get this short. Would be right here. Now, I really like these zone on zones. I've had good success with them in the past, so that's why I'm looking at these areas here. So I'm just waiting for it to go into the area. Let me go on a 1-minute chart real quick. I'm going on a 1-minute chart to place my volume profile. Precisely at 8:30. There we go. Oh my god. I hate when it does that. But I believe that's 8:30. Yeah, so it's precisely at 8:30 now. So we get to see all the volume and where it's being placed. You know what? Hold on. And my chart's acting funny now. Well, I think it corrected itself. Cool. So yeah, it's reaching that area very, very quickly. Now it had a drop. That's probably because it got into this area here. Yep. But now we're looking on a 1 minute chart, so that's not as big as you think it is. Could just be sellers taking profit right there because they're scared. Because it basically went almost completely through that area. So let me see, what is that on? A 5 minute, right? $30. So yeah, it's on the 30 minute. So if you look on the 30 minute, it reached in there and then dropped. But I still seriously think that's taking profits. But we'll see. So we're gonna go on the 5 minute here and kind of eyeball what we want for this. And we're probably gonna want to buy right around here somewhere. I don't really see any structures beforehand. Corner control has flipped, but it's already at value area low, so yeah, it's definitely going to bounce back up with more pressure. Matter of fact, see if I can't get in there for a quick little profit. No, you know what? No. If I get in there, it's going to be here. Now the reason why I put it here is because this area here is a it was consolidating in this area, or the reason why I think I'm putting it there because I put this price here before I recognized what I just did. But what's backing up my source is I put this bracket here this morning because it was consolidating in this area, and it's broken out. And not only has it broken out, but it also made this basing area right here with a lot of volume. So I am thinking that will be fine. That if we come back to this, we're below value area low, and we're in an area of demand on the bottom side of it. We have significant amount of a good amount of risk, and I think we can go back to the upside and where we've been at before, and right before the supply zone. So that is a good area. Let me check out the NASDAQ. NASDAQ soared through that area right there. Doesn't even care. That's an area from last week. So most likely we're gonna push back up through this and probably make a new high for last week almost. Yeah, maybe we're shooting for the new high for last week. This is huge though. Let me see on that 5-minute. Jesus. So we're gonna go ahead and put the volume here on the 30. So I kind of look at everything. As well, they have a little basing area down here too as well, but I do not think we're gonna reach that area. If so, I'll make sure to place something there on the 1 minute. They have a lot of access there. So yeah, I'm not even gonna look at the NAS because that is just they're just going. And it's not a good it's not a good area. We're starting to run out of steam though. Because this was a pretty, let me see, this was a pretty decent sized candle. A lot of pushback with a lot of volume in it. This one is not as big, I don't think so. With a little bit less volume. This one. Hoping for it to keep going, keep going, keep going. It's a double top, but it's not rounded really. So we're going to see how it does when we get entered. It's almost entering us. Oh, we're a few cents off from being entered. We're a few cents off. Come on. Oh, it went. It just didn't fill us. Come on. Okay, we got
order filled.
It's dropping pretty fast.
Stop filled.
Okay, we were wrong there. So let's slow down and reevaluate. This was actually a strong enough area to push it down. Back into this area. Let me evaluate this real quick. So even with seeing that there, I would have wanted to enter up here somewhere. at 34.28. Let's see where it went. 34.28, 34.28, 34.28, or probably would have never gotten filled. Couldn't do it at 34.28 because that's past that wick that I was looking at. So I would probably done it at 34.27.75. But it looks like price went to, it was 25 cents. It would have been 25 cents off. Maybe I would have gotten filled. That was a good trade in my opinion. I'm not going to place this simply because that was a lot of volume to the downside, but I want to see what it does. Oh yeah, that's a nice basing candle. I want to take this trade simply because this is a long wick. So there's a lot of volume to the upside still. No, I would have probably been stopped out by now, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Let's see how this looks. Doesn't line up with everything right there. I would have to, if I take this trade, I would have to buy from right down here somewhere. Value area low, under that basing. So this is where I would have to buy. this could be a double top. So I'm not gonna play this right here because this is what I'm seeing. Starts right here, then it ends basically right there, but there's a low too, and then it kind of goes back up. This was indecisive right here. Yeah. Now I know this was an important level, and that's why I kind of want to buy right here because of this line from last week. But if you look at the volume, there's it gives me no notification that there's any really buyers there. So that little node right there, I guess, but let's see, 5 minute. It's crazy wicks. It's not something I want to be involved with. Yeah, I can do anything. I'm going up. Still not above this though, so worry about it. Go to the ES. This is a huge wick, and now it's going down to the downside. So, and I want to say, okay, it's just going back and forth right now. So we're gonna sit back and let this open up a little bit. And volume is definitely picking up, as you can see. So we can go to this 1 minute chart, kind of see where it initially picked up. These must be market orders or something. I've never seen the volume move like that since I've been using the volume profile. This was my buy last time. Sellers are starting to move in now. But I don't see it rounded or anything, and it has too much strength to the upside, so I'm not going to take that. And it did not make a double top. Went higher. Closer to this, though. So this was a very, very important section. So we're gonna watch this. We're not gonna take a trade off of that. We're just gonna watch what happens when it hits this level. This 1160 flat. Kind of creating volume to push it down. I've seen that over there grow. It's going down to the downside. These candles. So this was a lot. It's not as much. Not as much. They are getting smaller, so that makes sense. This one has a lot more volume and is going the opposite way. So this might be a potential turnaround here at this point. Smaller, smaller, smaller. Just that wick mattered, yes. And it grew a little bit more right here at this point. So they're definitely trying to push it back down. Through, okay. It's indecisiveness right there. Buyers won that battle. Got right there and kind of bouncing. Now I see this little node happening right there. So they're really starting to step in and try to push the price down here. See if it does it again. That's a lot of volume for that small stick. So let's see this turnaround here. I think that's going to turn around there on the last. Let's see on the ES what's going on ES. They're trying to push higher. So at the height of this area right here. Pick up the 5. Right on there on point of control though, so that's why we're having that battle. Control on the 15. And 30. Starting to round off here on the ES. This is what I like to see, but it hit this point of control area and it's trying to bounce back up. There we go. It's just wicking so crazy though. So the reason why I'm not buying right there, even though I see this volume coming in, is because when we got into this area before, we dropped through it. It could just be ranging all day. And so if it drops through it again and comes back up, then we're going to pick a new range for the day, which will be this. Why is this red line here? This red line's important. After today, I can clean up this chart and kind of get some of the stuff off for last week. We will be forming new levels as of today. Okay, we're going back up to the upside. They're trying to reach that area. I think we'll reach it. I think we will have no problem reaching that area. Going up again, yeah. That's a crazy wick. If I did purchase right there, it would have been, I mean, it would have been good, but I think I made the right decision. Now let's see what's going on over here. We're past this. Once again, past that area. Heading to this area, so we'll just watch this. If I cannot catch these wicks, I will be chopped up doing that. So there's no way. What time is it? So we're watching this area right here. This is a very, very significant area when it comes up here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this line because this line has moved. I don't know what that line is for. It's not value area low because that's down here. Value area high is still. Let me see something. What else this page? It's so finicky. I don't know if it's because I'm on trial or what, but I do not like it. It's still there, so I'll have to deal with that later, I guess. Now, if we look at the TPOs, good thing I refreshed it. I can take a look at it. Yeah, we get right about here at 34.31. 34.31, right? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to be watching for this turnaround here. I'll put a little line right here. Light purple so you can see it. So as of right now, I'm down a little bit. I got about 30 minutes until my meeting. They're trying to come in. They're trying to come in. Let's see what's happening in 1 minute. Alright, not looking at the NASDAQ because there's nothing that indicates we're going to turn around here. Nothing I want to look at. So we dropped a bit. I'll bounce right here. Nope, went straight down. Heading on the point of control, value area low. Don't see anything that really entices me to buy. It's all still wicky. Maybe down here, if it hits VWAP, this important level right here at 34.2150 with the VWAP, which was this was the top of the this was the top of the thing. I like VWAP is here though. That's what I like about it. It's been up all day. VWAP, important level, below value area high. Let's look on the ES on the thing. It's in access. Probably needs to be a little bit lower, to be honest. spot right there. That makes more sense to me. And you can truck that all the way up to here. Okay. As soon as it breaks into this area, we're going to clear this order. That means it's going to still push higher. Don't want to have too many orders and too much stuff on my screen. Check out the NASDAQ. It's been whipping around. Whipping around like Cool Whip. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely leaving away from where we started, which we opened, I guess, here. Right? 8:30. Yeah. So we opened somewhere in between here, I think. 8:30. 8:30. 8:30. These are all 8:30s. 9, yeah. We might be going down to the downside. So 6:39. Too high. 6:30. Can probably hit it at 6:30 or right here. If I go long, I can probably get it right there. I'm gonna have that drag up there. I think those positions are pretty good. So we're gonna hold those two positions. Now this might make a difference since we hit access right here. We hit access and dropped from last week, which I was looking at. But we can always go back up and test it again on like C range, you know. Wait, like C range, right? Yeah, test it again on C range. I always do that. I do think it'll move a little bit further into that though. So I think we still have a chance to go long. Personally, if I get these two targets, I'll be done for the day because that's pretty good day considering how the market's moving. I don't want to chase it, and very, very, very large moves today. So whipping back and forth. So that candle worries me. It had all that pressure to the upside and what kind of slapped it down. I didn't see when it gained momentum though. What I need to be looking at if I'm looking at this volume down here is on these long wick ones. When it goes up, see how much volume it is to when it goes back down. That's what I need to see. So like right now, volume's going in and it's pretty neutral. More buyers now. Neutral. Okay, so this is buyers coming in. Very, very small volume. Still be going down to the downside. Nobody knows at this point. I don't think it's enough volume for that move. Probably gonna go down. Maybe value area high is a good entry, but we're not taking it. We're just watching it. Really mainly just looking at the ES today because NASDAQ moves super crazy and wicky. So it's kind of playing the waiting game here. So yeah, that's that selling pressure I was talking about. Um, hmm, Probably would have been a decent one, but I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I need to see that play out a little bit more in my head with the volume and stuff. And it wasn't even really enough for my risk. If you look at it here, oh, there you go, it hit. Might be looking to getting that to selling in this area here because this is the second time it's went in it, and that's the TPO, correct? TPO area, I think. Where are we at? Where's this at? 34.29. 34.29, yeah. 429 right there. 34.30 is what it's trying to get away from. It's 34.31. That big area. Maybe if I have it right here, that'll be a good short. If that VWAP wasn't there. Point control flipped. That's nice to see. So yeah, maybe I will take this short. Wait, I need to see where my profit would be. Yeah, I can take that. I'm gonna get out of this simply because I don't think it's going back. And let's see how this is when it hits this area here. see if it comes down to here, and we're gonna be filled. Let's see this one. It might not be filled on this one, but I think we'll be filled on the yes. Let's see if we can get back up though.
Order filled.
Alright. Okay, my analysis says I should probably just wait. It pushes back up. Now let's review the volume. The volume here is a lot, significantly a lot less. They're coming in now. Yeah, so I'll probably get stopped out.
Stop filled.
Alright, so I got stopped out again. I've seen the volume coming in. That was an overall good trade. That was a good area of support. It took a while for it to turn around, so I am happy with that loss as of now. A bit better, we'll see. So this is kind of right there on the underneath the VWAP. So if I get shot out of this, then I'll just put it there. Not a bad day. It's just Mondays are hard. Yep. And there we go. We're trying to turn around. Have not gotten filled yet. I am $10 off. On NASDAQ, that's a lot. $10 is a lot. So see if it comes to come get me. $9 off. 6. Oh, about to
Order
be
filled.
Filled. Let's see what happens. Push up or not. I have a kind of rather ambitious target. If I can get it, that'll be great. $6.14. Let me check the TPO on NAS. Yeah, it could keep going, but it can keep going. Let's see what happens. definitely is a valid of it's a valid area. Definitely. It's been there for a minute. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out.
Stop
Okay,
field.
so that's the day. Have to come back and reevaluate everything. I think we're going back down to the downside. We got close to what I'm looking at is we got close to this area here and I started turning around. But I wanted to say it was going to push into that area, but it didn't. It doesn't always have to push into the area. It can get significantly close and drive away. What is this by? What, $2? Which isn't that much to be, but in the market, it's probably a lot more than I think. I mean, obviously, you can lose a couple $100. So, not bad though. It tried. It tried. It tried. It tried. Next area I want to bounce. I want to save here. If it doesn't bounce there, then it's a whole nother day, buddy. So yeah, it's trying to find the range for the day or for the week. So maybe on Mondays, look at how the first is it the first 30 minutes goes off of the previous week resistance and supports. Now then after that, it looks like it ignores them and starts pertaining to the overnights. So remember that on Mondays, it looks like it uses Fridays or the previous week's support and resistance areas. And then after that first 30 minutes in the market, so from 8:30 to 9, it uses it. But after 9, it starts playing out loosely. It starts using loosely the overnight areas. It looks like. So maybe I can use that for next time. Let's continue to see this. See if it drops or not. And after that, we'll get off for the day. What time is it? It's 4 minutes into my meeting, or into my meeting, so I should have already been out. Still dropping. I don't want to put a trade right there. That would just zero me out. So that would have been a fill. And that would have been a stop out. Let's see what's going on with the news. Ah. Also, look at the news here. It says new home sales unexpectedly tumbles 3.5% this month. This is big news. It's also why it dropped. So yeah, it's probably going to continue to drop until some other catalyst comes out. I think they're taking profits now. So, did not see that. Wonder if we can detach this. No, we can't. It's a good try though. So, alright, so we're done for today. Like I said, it's loosely off of today's thing. Loosely. But we'll go ahead and clear everything since we're done for the day. And if we end up trading overnight session, then we'll go ahead and replot these lines or some lines for us. The only thing I want to keep are the big zones, so move all of these. Remove all of these. Damn, we're good. Those two, so this same thing. Make sure I'm at all positions. Alright, so see you guys tomorrow on the 27th of October 2020.